Once we have our grip on the power angle, we want to make sure our feet are about shoulder width, and then we're going to go ahead and just bend from the hips a little bit, keeping the knees locked, and from here we're going to go ahead and unlock the knees and just lower our hands and arms down to the center of the body and get into an athletic posture position here. And from this position here, rotate the upper body to the right until this reference arrow right here is parallel to our target line. Okay, we're going to utilize this reference throughout the video, but this is the first time we're using it as we take it on up to the backswing. So let's take our setup again here. Upper body rotation, parallel to the target line. Now, one other reference you'll see is my hands are somewhere in line with my right thigh or slightly outside of it. But once we're in this position where this is parallel to our target line, we have an on-plane takeaway. Okay, from my takeaway position, we're ready to go ahead and take the power angle on up to the top of the backswing. Now, as I do this, I'm going to hinge my left wrist up, and as I do that, you'll notice that this reference arrow is going to go off at a 45-degree angle. As I'm hinging that wrist up, I'm going to maintain my upper body turn all the way to the top of the backswing. Let's go ahead and try that again from the setup. Good posture. I'm going to go ahead and go to our takeaway, and then from here, hinge it up very slowly, up on the right bicep. That's the top of the backswing. Okay, now when we get to the top of the backswing, this reference arrow needs to rest right on the back part of the right bicep here. If we get this reference arrow somewhere in this position here, you can see that we're going to be off plane. So again, from this angle, let me take my setup, takeaway, parallel to target line, very slowly hinge my left wrist, turn my upper body, and this will be right on plane, resting on the back part of the bicep. One more time. Set up, takeaway, top of the backswing. Now we're going to get into the downswing move. And the first step in the downswing is the transition, which is probably the most important part of the downswing. We get started right on plane, and this is where most of the downswing faults come into play. So let's take it from the beginning here. Good posture, takeaway, top of the backswing, and shift into that transition position right there. Another reference is you'll notice that your right elbow will be right in front of your right hip here. Okay? So we're going to try that again from the top. We're going to go ahead and shift to the left and lower the hands and arms, making sure that this works right down on that plane line. All right, one more time from the beginning. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go from a different angle here so you can see it. Set up, takeaway, top of the backswing. Here comes the transition, right to there, maintaining this on the right bicep. From our transition position, we're going to carry on to the follow-through position. Pretty simple motion. Let me show you how we do it with the power angle so you can learn this action. Again, we'll start from our setup. Takeaway, top of the backswing, transition. Now from here, I'm going to let my hips clear out of the way. At the same time, I'm going to release this reference bar off the back of my right arm through impact over to the follow-through position. This reference arrow right here is going to be at a 90-degree angle to my target line, this way, and both arms are going to be fully extended in the follow-through. Very important, and you'll see when we get to the finish. So once again, take our setup, takeaway, top of the backswing, transition, follow through. Now we're ready to go to the finish. Now that we've reached the follow through position, the golf swing is pretty much over, but The finish is also important in the golf swing, and we have to program this into our motor skill. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you from a different angle so you can see exactly what's going on with the power angle. Let me go ahead and get my setup here. Now, from this setup position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pose my follow-through position here. And then from here, you're going to see this reference arrow. I'm going to let my left wrist cock it up. And as I do that, I'm going to continue to rotate my upper body all the way to a straight balance finish. Okay? Let's try that again. Pose that follow-through position. Make sure you get a dynamic feeling here. Cock that arrow up. And as we do this, this reference arrow is actually going to go around the shoulder and slide down the back as we go to our straight balance finish. Okay, one time through it, just so you can see the action without me talking. Here we go. All right, let's go through those 6 positions of the power angle one more time. Let's take our setup. Takeaway, parallel to our target line here with the reference arrow. Top of the backswing, reference bar on the back of the right bicep. Transition, maintaining that reference bar on the bicep. Follow through position, 90-degree angle to our target line here. And we're going to hinge it up. Straight balance finish.